On this video, I'm going to show you an alternative way of solving a quadratic equation. Let's say we want to solve x squared minus 20x plus 36 is equal to 0. Alam ko, pwede siyang isolve using factoring. Pwede siyang isolve using completing the squares, o kaya naman pwede din siyang isolve using quadratic formula. But I'm going to show you a new way of solving quadratic equations na natutunan ko 10 months ago kay Dr. PO-SHEN Law. Ililink ko sa description box yung video kung saan piniliwanag yung buong technique. Okay, alam ko na ang pinakamadaling way para ma-solve to using factoring. Kaso ang problema sa factoring, di ba naturuan tayo ng factoring, iisip tayo ng dalawang numbers pag pinag-multiply 36, pag pinag-plus negative 20, tapos more often than not, mag-trial and error tayo dito. 36, ang mga factors ng 36 ay 36 and 1, ano pa, 18 and 2, 9 and 4, what else? We have 6 and 6. And then, isipin natin dyan, alin yung magkakaroon tayo ng sum na negative 20. So, feeling ko parang 18 and 2. Anong sign ng 18 and 2 pag finactor natin? So, ganun natin to tinitingnan. But this technique, hindi na tayo mag-trial and error. Okay? The first step, kailangan alam nyo kung ano yung sum and product of the roots. Kung hindi nyo alam yung sum and product of the roots, meron akong lecture sa description, nandun yung link sa lecture ng sum and product of the roots. Yung roots natin, yung sum, is equivalent to negative b over a. In this case, it's negative 20 times negative, that's positive, over 1, that's 20. And then the product of the roots is equal to c over a, which is 36 over 1, that's 36. Okay, pag-usapan natin yung sum, 20. Ang average ng 20 ay 10. Average ay, since yung average ng mga roots natin ay 10, so pwedeng ang roots natin ay parehas 10, o kaya naman mas mababa or mas mataas sa 10. Kung mas mataas sa 10, for example, 15. 15 yung first root. Kailangan yung second root, dapat 5 lang. Kasi, kailangan pag pinag-plus sila, 20 pa din. So, kung yung unang root ay 10 plus 5, kailangan yung pangalawang root, 10 minus 5. O kaya naman, kung yung first root ay 8, which is 10 minus 2, the other one must be 10 plus 2. So, 8 ito, the other one must be 12. Okay? Para ma-maintain natin yung sum na dapat sila ay 20. So, gagawin natin, hahanapin natin yung ipa-plus natin at ima-minus na parehas na number. So, dahil hindi pa natin siya alam, let that be u. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga roots natin ay 10 plus u, that's the first one, and then the second one will be 10 minus u. Now, the product must be 36. So, we'll have 10 plus u times 10 minus u is equal to 36. Ngayon ito, 10 plus u, 10 minus u, madali lang yan i-multiply. Remember, difference of two squares. So, we'll get 100 minus u squared equals 36. So, all you have to do is to simplify. All you have to do is to solve for the value of u. So, in this case, we will get 100 minus 36 is equal to u squared. And 100 minus 36, that is 64, equals u squared. And therefore, the value of u is plus or minus 8. So, okay lang na yung positive na lang yung gamitin natin. So, since u is 8 is equal to 8, then our first root is 10 plus u, which is 18. And the second one is 10 minus u. U is 8. 10 minus 8, that's 2. So therefore, the roots of this quadratic equation is 18 and 2. Let's have another example. So say we have x squared minus 8x plus 12 is equal to 0. First step, we need to get the sum and product of the roots. The sum of the roots is negative of negative 8 over 1, so that's 8. And then the product is 12. Next. The next step is to get the average of the sum of the roots. So in this case, the average is 4. And then nahanapin natin yung u na ipa-plus at ima-minus natin sa 4. So that will become, so the roots are 4 plus u and 4 minus u. Now, the product is 12. So we have 4 plus u times 4 minus u is equal to 12. Alam na natin to. Hindi natin kailangan i-distribute. We know that this is 16 minus u squared is equal to 12. And then solve for the value of u. We get 16 minus 12 equals u squared. So, ang ginawa ko lang to, nilipat ko yung 12 sa kabila, nilipat ko yung u squared sa kabila. So, we'll get 4 is equal to u squared, and then get the square root of both sides. So, we'll get plus or minus 2 equals u. Pero again, yung positive lang yung kailangan natin. Although, kapag ginamit mo yung negative, you will get the same answer. So, let's have u equals 2. So, the roots are 4 plus 2, which is 6. And the other one is 4 minus 2, which is 2. So, therefore, the roots of this quadratic equation are 6 and 2. Let's have one more example. Say, for example, we have x squared, what's this? Plus 5x minus 36 is equal to 0. Again, first step is to get the sum and product of the roots. The sum is negative b over a. So, in this case, plus 5. So, it's minus 5 over 1. So, it's negative 5. And then, the product of the roots is negative 36. Or average of the roots. So, you have negative 5 divided by 2. That's negative 5 halves. And then, we want to know ano yung pa-plus mo at saka ima-minus. So, we have negative 5 over 2 plus u. And then, the other one is negative 5 over 2 minus u. The product is negative 36. Negative 5 over 2 plus u times negative 5 over 2 minus u is equal to negative 36. Again, hindi natin kailangan i-distribute. We know that this is 25 over 4 minus u squared. So, the next step is lilipat natin yung u squared sa kabila tapos ilipat natin yung 36 sa kabila. So, we'll get 25 over 4 plus 36 is equal to u squared. Tapos yung 36, we can write that as 144 over 4. So, we'll get 25 over 4 plus 144 over 4. That's equivalent to u squared. And 25 plus 144, that's 169 over 4 equals u squared. And then we get the root of both sides. So, therefore, the values of u are plus or minus 13 over 2. So, again, yung plus lang yung gagamitin natin. Although, you will get the same thing kapag ginamit mo yung minus. So, doon muna tayo sa negative 5 over 2. Anong ang value? Negative plus 13 over 2. So, dito ko na lang muna ilagay. So, we have negative 5 over 2 plus 13 over 2. And then, the other one is negative 5 over 2 minus 13 over 2. So, this case, negative 5 plus 13, that is 8 over 2. We'll get 4. Then, the other one is negative 18 over 2. We have negative 9. So, therefore, the roots are negative 9 and 4. So, let's have our last example. So, what if we have 2x squared minus 5x minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay. So, ang gagawin nyo kapag may kasama yung x squared, pwede nyo namang i-divide lahat muna sa 2. So, pag dinivide natin lahat sa 2, we'll get x squared minus 5 over 2x minus 4 over 2, that's 2, equals 0. Next, we need to get the sum and product of the roots. The sum is negative b over a. So, it's negative 5 over 2 times negative, that's positive 5 over 2 divided by 1. It's 5 over 2. The product of the roots is negative 2. C over a. So, it's negative 2. Okay. Now, what's the average of the roots? That's 5 over 2 times 1/2. Or 5 over 2 divided by 2, that's 5 over 4. And then, kunin natin kung ano ipa-plus natin kay 5 over 4 at imaminus kay 5 over 4. So, the roots are 5 over 4 plus u, and then 5 over 4 minus u. The product is negative 2. 5 over 4 plus u times 5 over 4 minus u. That's equivalent to negative 2. And then, alam na natin to, we have 25 over 16 minus u squared equals negative 2. Then, lipat natin yung negative 2 sa kabila, and then yung u squared lipat natin sa kabila. we'll get 25 over 16 plus 2 equals u squared. Yung 2, pwede siyang gawing 32 over 16. So we'll get 25 over 16 plus 32 over 16, it's equivalent to 2, equals u squared. So 25 plus 32, that's 57 over 16 equals u squared. And let's get the root of both sides. So, square root of 57, wala yung square root. So, pabayaan din siyang square root of 57. Pero yung 16 meron. That's plus or minus 4. 4. So, this is plus or minus root of 57 over 4 equals u. Pero ang gamitin lang natin ay yung plus. So, the first root is 5 over 4. Ito na tayo ha. I think kukunin natin. 5 over 4 plus u, which is square root of 57 over 4. Plus square root of 57 over 4. The other one is 5 minus square root of 57 over 4 over 4. Now, pwede nyo pag, there's a compact way of writing this. We'll get 5 plus square root of 57 over 4. And the other one is 5 minus square root of 57 over 4, or mas may compact pa na way para isulat to. The roots are 5 plus or minus square root of 57 all over 4.